Hello, how are you doing? Many of you know me from my Wing Chun videos. I'm known as Seafood Mark Beardsell along those lines. I'm also the creator of the Shi Dao street self-defense system. I might get my words out in a minute. Okay, so on the back of the street defense, I want to open your mind to the possibilities of weapons that you'll find around the house. But before I show you that, I'm going to show you weapons that you will encounter and that you should really not try to defend against, because you will get severely hurt or severely dead. Now in America we have, or you have, as an American, have the right to bear arms under the Second Amendment. So common weapons found on the street are things like this. Now this one's plastic. Why? Because it's illegal to own a real gun in England. I'd have about 17 people trying to kill me. Normally they're called policemen with guns. Okay, so this is a general idea of what you will find in America. My personal favourite is the Colt 45 Peacemaker. This is also a replica, so trust me, they're not real. Okay, now I should point out that I'm not some kind of crazy nutcase who who's going around and kill people. Okay, I'm a serious martial artist. Okay, so other weapons that you will not find on the street, or you may find on the street, and they're quite common, are swords. This is a ninja toe. It's not a Japanese sword, right? I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a second. This is a katana, or it's a little bit shorter than a katana, so we call it a wakizashi. Quite a deadly instrument. Okay, this is the weapon of the samurai. Samurais have a code called Bushido. Okay, right, and that it dictates how this weapon is used. Okay, right. The ninja toe is a tool. You'll probably notice the differences on the Suba. This one's square and this one's round, right? These have been known to be used on fences to get over fences, right? That's why it's square, to make a bit of a step. This particular one has his secret compartments where you'll find shuriken. Okay, not a nice little thing, but those are things that you may encounter on the street. They're banned in England, and if you're not a serious martial artist, you really shouldn't be owning one of those, because the intent is that you're owning one to hurt somebody. Okay, so that is about the most dangerous weapons. If you see somebody coming at you with one of these weapons, regardless of what country you're in, seriously, run the other way. Right, you're done for. They'll slice your arm off or your leg off, or if it's a gun, they'll shoot you dead. Right, if somebody shoots at you, the only suggestion I can give you there is find some cover. Right, if it's a mass shooting or something like that, which has been quite common recently, is that it sounds heartless, sounds cold, but dive behind somebody who's already down. Right, they've been shot, they're either severely wounded or dead. Right, you don't want to end up dead. Dive behind them, you might save your life, and then keep really, really still. That's all I can suggest for that. Okay, so weapons that you may find useful. Okay, now if you're in a bar, everybody knows what this is. It's a snooker cue. Right, you can poke somebody with this end, right? We've got enough time, snap it, right? But at the other end, you've got a bit of a bludgeon of a weapon. Okay, now I've got a bit of a weapon. I can sort of, if you've got some kind of a scream skills, right, you can use that to hurt somebody. Okay, so there's the snooker cue. Okay, so if you're in a bar, but I should point out at any time, don't be going around hitting people for the sake of it. This is all about self-defense against people with weapons, not unarmed people. You're defending against people with weapons, with maybe knives. Okay, so the common weapon is going to be a knife. This is a rubber knife, again, because if I'm in a public place with all of these nasty weapons, the police are going to come round and kill me dead if I don't walk away very carefully. Okay. Common things you should know about the knife is that if somebody's pointing a knife at you like this, Their intention is to scare you. Okay? Now, if they're holding a knife behind them like this, if you don't see the hand, the intention is to stab you. Right? Most people get stabbed, right? They don't see it coming. It's literally walk up to them and walk off. That's it. That's how to tell the difference. In the area that I live, speaking to some of the local security specialists, it's very common for people to actually carry a knife or carry a hatchet or even a machete. It's been known. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Okay, so in those occasions, pull cue. Okay, if you've, I mean, this isn't a screamer stick, it could be longer. I mean, it's just a wooden stick, right? You can defend against a knife with that kind of thing, in those kind of actions. Okay, bang, bang. It's longer than the knife, gives you a bit of better reach, you can just smacking the hand. Okay, now, some people are disabled, some people are not. This is a walking stick. If you're that kind of person who needs a bit of a stick, and there is a whole system by the name of, created by a guy called Master Mark Shuey. Okay, you can look him up, he's pretty good. So here we've got a complete weapon again, right? Okay, now later on this course I'm going to be showing stuff based on the cane. Okay, some really cool stuff that you'll like. Okay, but what I'm going to do in the videos is I'm going to show you the various relations between all of the weapons and how they can be used against all kinds of scenarios. Okay, now I've been in a situation where we've been at a house party and suddenly everybody rushed out and there's and somebody screaming, oh, there's a guy with a machete, oh, what are you going to do? Well, the first thing I do is I grab a household object. This happens to be a broom, okay? But it's a brilliant weapon against somebody with a weapon. So I grab it, which this one tends to be a little bit stuck in there, but it does come off. So now I've got a pole, a weapon, okay? So this guy's coming at me with I've got something to do to block him, right? My weapon's longer than his, okay? And poke him in the eye, I can do some serious damage to his legs. Anyway, the point of the exercise is to survive the street encounter or the house encounter, okay? Finally, if you've got nothing else, grab a towel, right? It sounds as daft as it may seem, but you've got a weapon, right? Aim for the eyes. If you can't see, you can't fight. You can't do a lot of damage like that. You might be able to pull the weapon out of his hand. The danger there is that putting the weapon in, you could actually cut yourself. Bear in mind that you've got femoral artery there. You catch that, you're done for, and you're dead in seconds. Same with the neck, same with the wrists. Okay, so aim for the eyes, right, and then run. Okay, so I've covered a lot of information in a very short period of time there, and the reason I've done that is because I want you to see what's coming in the next course. So if you find something that's useful in that course, please do say like, hey, right, what about this situation? What about that situation? I'd like to hear what you've got to say about your situations, and I will actually include that in the course for those people that are interested. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again sometime. Bye now.